Hey guys, this is Nicholas. If you are a nerd like me, you probably end up with quite a lot of gadgets that require charging. Take me as an example. I have my Oculus VR headset, Apple iPad Pro, Bose wireless headphone, PS5 controller, Xbox controller, Xiaomi power bank, Apple iPhone, Apple AirPod Pro, Apple Watch, last but not least, my Alienware gaming laptop. Most of them, if not all of them, require charging on a daily basis. I have all the charging cables, but not all devices came with a charger, so I end up with only 4 chargers now. That means it is not possible for me to charge all my devices at the same time. That drove me to look for a charger that can solve my problem, and I think I found the perfect product for it. It's the Sabrent 8-port USB charger. Its maximum power draw is a whopping 250 watts with PD3.0. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and a quick overview of this product, and later on, I'll do a more deep dive review video about it. For those who never heard of Sabrent, it is a US-based consumer tech company that makes a wide range of computer and mobile accessories. Similar to Apple, although its design and development are US-based, most of the product manufacturing are located overseas. Just like this charger, it is made in China. This one is a PD3.0 charger. PD3.0 is a power delivery standard which allows up to 100 watts of delivery over USB-C. It's aimed at powering lots of devices at once and provide quick and easy charging for gadgets. The charger can operate in the range of 110 to 240 volts. The native plug is Type A, so it is good at least for North America, Central America, Japan, and China. Other countries may require an adapter or an appropriate cable for the outlet. Sabrent started its company in 1998, and now it is a global accessories maker with hundreds of products sold in over 100 countries. Sabrent positions itself as offering reliable, affordable tech accessories that blend function with a distinctive aesthetics. The original price of this one is about $90 from Amazon at the time of this video. And sometimes Amazon has discounts for it, making the price even more attractive. You may check out the link in the description below. If I can find a discount code, I'll include it in the description as well. The product packaging is not as fancy as Apple products, but for this price, I would say it is still very decent. Besides the charger itself, which we just put it aside at the moment, we also have some other stuff at the bottom. Let me just take them all out of the box, lay them all out here, and go through them one by one. First of all, we have this AC power cord. As mentioned earlier, the plug is Type A, so it is good for at least North America, Central America, Japan, and China. And it is about 1.2 meters long or 4 feet long. Next, we have this mounting plate, which is made of plastic. This allows you to mount the charger on a wall using these screws. It's a good accessory if you are using it in areas such as the garage. Next, we have this warranty information paper, which no one cares about. Next, we also have this safety and warning information in multiple languages. Most of these are just common sense, and to be honest, I never read any of them. The most important document among them is this user manual. It has information such as product overview, power distribution, charging guide, and frequently asked questions. You don't have to read them because I will cover all of them in this video and my next one. Alright, let's check out the charger itself. On the front, we have the display and USB ports. At the back, we have the mounting slot and the anti-slip strips. Power input is at the bottom and heat dissipation is at the top. And there's nothing on both sides. Before we start using it, let's go ahead and peel off the films. On the display, we only have a small film to peel off. At the back, we have 2 films covering the anti-slip strips. Now we are good to go. For guys, we love comparing sizes, so let's go ahead and measure it. The overall length is about 4.5 inches, and the width is almost 3 inches, and the thickness is a little bit more than 2 inches. If this doesn't give you a sense of how big it is, let's put it side by side with my other chargers. The first one is the 5W USB Type-A charger that used to come with the iPhone. Apple discontinued it since iPhone 12. The second one is the Anker 45W Smart Display charger that I recently bought and reviewed. And the third one is the 20W USB Type-C charger that comes with the iPad Pro. As you can see, the Sabrent charger is substantially larger than the other chargers, which is understandable because this is an 8-port PD3.0 charger. Let me put it next to my gadgets to give you a better idea of its size. On the left-hand side, we have the standard iPhone Pro, and on the right-hand side, we have the PS5 controller. Hope this provides you with a better sense of its size. This charger is actually quite heavy. It's about 696 grams or about 1.533 pounds. To give you a better sense of how heavy it is, a standard iPhone Pro is about 184 grams or about 0.4 pounds. So the weight of this charger is almost equivalent to 4 iPhone Pros putting together. Let's go ahead and plug the AC power cord to the charger. The cord actually stays pretty firm with the charger. Next to the power inlet, there is a slot for Kensington lock. I do have one with me. It locks pretty firm as well. However, I mainly use it at home, so I don't really think it is necessary for me to lock it. So let me just remove it. Now let's go ahead and plug it to the wall socket. The charger now has power, but the display is off by default. To turn on the display, you need to press the button and hold it for 3 seconds. On the left-hand side, the display shows 4 ports and it corresponds to the 4 physical ports below. Same for the right-hand side. The 4 ports on the display corresponds to the 4 physical ports below. If you quickly press the button twice, the display will flip 180 degrees. Note that the ports still correspond to the physical ports correctly. To turn it back, simply double press it again. There are 4 USB Type-C ports. The 2 on the left are grouped as one pair, and the 2 on the right are grouped as another pair. Same for the USB Type-A ports. There are 4 of them. The 2 on the left are grouped as one pair, and the 2 on the right are grouped as another pair. The 4 ports on the left-hand side can also be grouped as one group. Same for the right-hand side. The 4 physical ports can also be grouped as one group. All combined together, it delivers 252 watts. The default screen shows the power draw of all 8 ports. You can change the display to show details of each port by pressing the button once. Continue to press the button will cycle through all the 8 ports one by one, from the left-hand side top to bottom, and then right-hand side top to bottom. To turn off the display, simply press and hold the button for 3 seconds. Alright guys, this is just a quick intro of this Sabrent 252W 8-port USB PD3.0 charger. In my next video, I'll do a deep dive into it, such as how long it will take to charge my gaming laptop and my iPad Pro from 0 to 100%, so please stay tuned. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, bye for now.